So good morning students. 12th standard biozoology. Lymphoid organ. Lymphoid organ. In a human immunosystem, so the immunosystem of an organism is a consist of several structural and functional different organ. Structural and functional. So the different organ and tissue. Organ and tissues are widely dispersed in the body. They present all over the body. So organ, so they involved in the origin of organ. So they involved in the origin and maturation. Origin, maturation and proliferation. So the proliferation of the lymphocytes is called a lymphatic organ. So the organ, so they involved in the origin and the maturation and the proliferation of the lymphocytes. So they have name, so lymphocytes. So this organ is called a lymphatic organ or lymphoid organ. So based upon the function, so they are called lymphatic organ. So they are classified into two types based upon the function. So they are classified into the two types. One is called a primary lymphoid organ. Primary lymphoid organ is otherwise called a central lymphoid organ. So based upon the function, so the lymphoid organs are classified into two types. One is called the primary lymphoid organ or central lymphoid organ. So the second one, so it is called the secondary. So lymphoid organ or otherwise called a peripheral. Lymphoid organ. So the primary lymphatic organ, they provide appropriate environment for the lymphocyte maturation. Here, so the primary lymphatic organ, they provide the situation for the environmental for the maturation. So the primary lymphatic organ, the primary lymphocytes become to maturate. The second lymphatic organ, they trap the antigen. Trap antigen. It means they have to infiltrate the antigen and they make it available to the mature lymphocytes. So makes it available for the mature lymphocytes, which can effectively fight against the antigens. So they have a major type of lymphatic organ. So what are the primary lymphatic organ? What are the? So the primary lymphatic organ. So the primary lymphatic organ, so the primary lymphatic organ is a parcel of Fabricans. Parcel of Fabricus. So they occur in the birds, and they have in a bone marrow. So the bone marrow of the vertebrate animal, and they are having a So thymus gland. So thymus glands are the mammal considered the primary lymphatic organ. So there are three major lymphatic organs, primary lymphatic organs are present. So the first are fabricants. So the primary lymphatic organ in the birds, so to attack the dorsal side of the collateral aperture. So the dorsal side of the collateral aperture is a B lymphocytes mature on the bursa and bring about the humoral immunity. So the B lymphocytes is become the mature in the bursa is act as a humoral immunity. Humoral, so the immunity. But in the human being, so the primary lymphatic organs are involved in the protection and yearly selection of the lymphocytes. So they are in both of them, so they occur in a human being. It's useful for the yearly protection and yearly selection of lymphocytes. And the selections of lymphocytes. These lymphocytes become dedicated to a particular antigen specificity. So what is the meaning of antigen specificity? Each and every lymphatic cells, they affect only particular antigen. Each and every lymphocytes, so they attack only for the particular antigen. So it is called antigen specificity. Only when the lymphocytes mature in the primary lymphatic organ. In the primary lymphatic organ, the lymphocytes become mature. So the maturations occur only in the lymphatic organ. So they become the immunocompetent cell. They become immunocompetent cells in mammals. So they have in B cells. So matures occur in the bone marrow. So they have the B lymphocyte B cells. So they have mature A bone marrow. The B cells maturation occur in a B bone marrow cell, and the T cell maturations occur in the thymus glands. T cells maturations are occurring in a thymus gland. So both the B cells and the T cells are maturated in the different organ. So they have in a B lymphocyte, they are maturation in the bone marrow. The T cells are maturation in the thymus glands. They have thymus glands. So what is the structure of the thymus glands? So thymus is a flattened, flat and bilobed organ located behind the sternum or above the heart. Behind the sternum and above the heart. So they consist of a two-lobed. Each lobules or lobe is consist of a numerous, a small lobes are present is called lobules. Each thymus lobe is consist of a numerous, a small, a lobe-like structure. It is called lobules are present. They are separated from each other. So they have a connective tissue. It is called a septum. Each lobules are separated by the connective tissue. It is called a septa. Each lobules are differentiated into two different components. So the outer is called the cortex region. Outer, so they have an outer compartment, cortex. It is a densely packed immature T cells. So they have an immature T cells. The outer component is called the cortex. Is a compactly packed with the immature T cells. And they have a name. So the inner side is called in a medulla. So they have an inner side. So they have a medulla. So they have a loosely packed. The thymocytes are present. So thymocytes. Loosely packed. So thymocytes are present. One of its secretion is called the thymosin. One of the secretion is called the thymosin. So thymocytes. So they stimulate the T cells. They become mature. So thymocytes are used for the stimulation of the mature cell. It's a immunocomponent. By early teenage period, thymus becomes atrophy and replaced by the adipose tissue. So the thymus is replaced by the adipose tissue. So thymus are more active during the neonatal and the pre-adolescence period. So before the adolescence, they become the very active nature. But after the adolescence, slowly they become the disintegration. So this is called a thymus gland. Thank you very much, students.